What's up, everybody? We're doing another daily draft, doing one every single day until the season starts. Season starts on Thursday, so we don't have many more of these left, but we still will do the game recaps while the regular season is going on, so look out for those. This one's a 12-teamer PPR. We haven't done an ESPN one in a while, or an ESPN 12-team in a while, so I figured that'd be useful. ESPN is, in my experience, the most common one. And 12 team is one of the most common forms too, so figure this would be helpful. I also have an ESPN 12 team league coming up. I think it's drafted on Sunday afternoon, I think. Yeah, it's hard to tell with that league, but it sounds like, I think it's Sunday afternoon. But let's see here. Oh, what I want to look at is, where is Cooper Kupp? Okay, he's at 13. Where is Jonathan Taylor? That's my next question. Because I'm doing my top 100 right now. 62. Okay, right behind Javonte. Yeah, that's about where I have him too. So that's interesting. I'm doing my top 100. That should be out either tonight or at least tomorrow morning on my Instagram. So check that out. Jonathan Taylor down with Javonte Williams. Let's see, Bijan's still at 8. That's nuts, taking him ahead of Saquon. Jamar Chase at 2 is interesting too, because he wasn't as consistent as Tyreek Hill. But it is Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow, so I think it's a matter of time before they just destroy everybody in fantasy. That's kind of what I'm thinking is the thought process behind putting him at 2. Because you look at Tyreek Hill, even when Tua went down, he was still producing. Like, he's a machine. Dogs barking. They're not going to give us Travis Kelce, are they? Alright, if they don't, it's probably going to be Stephon Diggs' time. Wow. Alright, we'll take him. They're just going to gift wrap us Travis Kelce. Why the hell not? And 2. Let's see, I'm looking at Stephon Diggs, but I don't think he's going to. Yeah, there you go. Garrett Wilson is probably tops on my wish list right now. I put out my receiver rankings, and I have him at 5, which is higher than I've seen him anywhere else. I just think with CeeDee Lamb, he did well last year, but now there's more competition for targets, and from what I could gather, it sounds like they want to run the ball more this year too. So that's two things working against CeeDee Lamb. So I have Garrett Wilson. I think I have Wilson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, A.J. Brown, Devontae Adams all ahead of him. But like 20th overall player, so not too far down. Yeah, if I get St. Brown or A.J. Brown, I'll be happy. Let's do that. A.J. Brown. Got Kelce and A.J. Brown. Is the quarterback gone yet? Cooper Kupp went at the very end of the first round. That would be too high for me. I do not trust his injury issues, which he's had his whole career. It's not just this year with the hamstring. I mean, even though there was a setback with the hamstring, that's just kind of like emphasizes the greater point about Cooper Kupp, is that he has issues staying on the field and staying healthy. And I mean, if the hamstring issues are already popping up, when Matthew Stafford is complaining about not connecting with his teammates, That team isn't any good. I don't know. I think they're going to sit Cooper Kupp for as long as they can, because it would behoove them to keep them healthy from when they're actually competing, and it'll help them get Caleb Williams, who's right down the freeway. So I think that is what they're going to be doing. They're going to go full Arizona Cardinals. But like, Jonathan Gannon is the opposite of Sean McVay. Sean McVay is a competent coach, and it looks like Jonathan Gannon is going to be an absolute disaster. All the clips of him talking to his team are just brutal. Like, well, there's the zhoo thing, or like the speech that's going around today. It does not look good for him. Or that team, really. Like, even if he was Sean McVay, I don't think he'd really have a chance with that roster. And he just left being the defensive coordinator for Philadelphia, and his players were talking crap about him on the way out. So it's like blaming him for a lot of shortcomings. So they didn't really have faith in him from the get-go. All right, I think I'm going to take Jalen Hurts if he falls, because that stack with A.J. Brown is awfully tempting. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, this team is really good so far. Our first 3 picks we knocked out of the park. A.J. Brown, Travis Kelce, Jalen Hurts. It is weird that 2 of our first 3 picks are on a quarterback and a tight end, but I think running back and tight end have decent values in the middle rounds this year, especially running back. Like, I think it's going to hurt us more to wait on a receiver than it will to wait on running backs. Oh, Dameon Pierce went. At least Dameon Pierce is going in a reasonable spot, because he's amazing. Like, he's better than Najee Harris, for sure. That's probably why Najee's still sitting there. I think people are coming around. Spent months arguing with people on Instagram, telling them that Jaylen Warren is going to be a thing and Najee Harris is not going to have the workload he had. They called me crazy, saying Jaylen Warren has no chance of being a thing. Now look at him. Coming back my way. No, Najee's fine. Like, he's going to be the main guy, but I just think Jaylen Warren's going to be a lot more involved than he has been. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to take Amari Cooper if he falls. Yeah, let's take Amari Cooper. I've been drafting a ton of Amari Cooper. I think it's because all the reports saying that Deshaun Watson isn't doing as well in camp, so people are down on that offense, which I understand. But I mean, Amari Cooper was really good last year with Jacoby Brissett throwing him the ball. So I think he's going to figure it out. And he's like by far the number 1 option on that team. I think Njoku, Moore, Donovan Peoples-Jones are all fighting for that number 2 spot, and don't really threaten Cooper at all. Ken Walker is a pretty good value, sitting there at 52. Yeah, I think I'm going to be able to get... Yeah, I haven't taken a running back yet. Some Ken Walker. Maybe some James Cook in our second pick. Alvin Kamara 48 seems awfully high. Just curious who's there. Yeah, we need a running back bad. Darren Waller goes off the board, first pick of the 5th round, in a 12-teamer. Yeah, I'm going to take Ken Walker. Man, Jonathan Taylor sitting there in the 6th round is going to be something. It's crazy how bad that situation got and how quickly it got that bad. Like, he was a legit lock it in top 5 back in fantasy before all this. Ooh, Ken Walker's off the board. Everybody hates Miles Sanders, but I like him. I think he's like the legit lead dog. He's 5th in rushing last year. Averages 5 yards a carry. Yeah, I'm taking him. I'm so tempted to take Jonathan Taylor, but we need a starting running back. We need someone who's going to be on the field. Like, with his situation, you just don't know if it's going to last the whole year, or because any moment now we could get an alert saying the Colts and Jonathan Taylor have agreed to a deal, and all this would be wiped away. Well, not all of this, because the 4-game suspension would still be there. Even if he were traded, he would have to. It's not a suspension either. It's he was on the PUP, but even if he was traded to another team, he would still have to serve that. So he's going to be out 4 games no matter what. But to have him that much lower than Kamara is interesting. Like, I think they had Kamara at 48, and they had Jonathan Taylor at 62. So Dobbins? Let's see. If we wait on a running back, we might have to start Brian Robinson. I want to take Jonathan Taylor so bad. J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins is really good too. He's another almost 6 yards a carry. Yeah, we got to take Dobbins. I think he's the clear one. Gus Edwards is like kind of a one-note runner. He's just a downhill guy. He's not really going to contribute anything in the passing game. But if Jonathan Taylor falls to me in this next pick, then I'm probably going to have to take him. Okay, no, there he goes. Hey. I'm going to move my face here so y'all can see. I didn't realize y'all couldn't see that. All right. Isaiah Pacheco. We do have 2 running backs with injury issues. That's kind of why I'm thinking take another running back here. $90 is awfully low for Brian Robinson. Yeah, I'm going to take Brian Robinson. Let's see. Receiver. Who we got? Michael Pittman. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Jordan Addison, Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers is awfully low. Let's look at the running backs. None of them are really calling me. It's like Michael Thomas. Try to go Michael Thomas, Zay Flowers is what I'm thinking. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to take Michael Thomas. Or Juju. I like Juju a lot. I think he's going to get a bunch of targets. Yeah, I'm taking Juju. I think he's going to get a bunch of targets, like playing in the slot in New England. That's who they like to throw to historically. They got Bill O'Brien there. Used to be the offensive coordinator there. Implement that same line of thinking and feed Juju a whole bunch is what I'm thinking. Because who's this competition for targets? Like Devontae Parker, Tyquan Thornton, Hunter Henry, Kendrick Bourne. Yeah, I mean, these guys. Kayshon Boutte. How about that? How about him making the 53? That's awesome. I was skeptical that he took football seriously. Zay Flowers is off the board. That seems to be somebody that people are reaching for. And I can't blame him. Probably going to take Michael Thomas because we almost took him with that last pick. They gave him the ball so much in the red zone last year when he was healthy. Like, he was top 10 in, fantasy points per game for receivers last year. He only played 3 games, but that just kind of emphasizes how often they look for him in the red zone. Okay, Tony, Jarrett McKinnon. Yeah, let's do Jarrett McKinnon. And then probably Tony. Yeah, it was McKinnon or Samaje. Just felt like McKinnon's going to have more of a role right away, but I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm going to try to take Tony next, but I think he's going to get sniped. That's another guy people jump for. I'm surprised that he's right next to Tyler Boyd and behind Adam Thielen and Michael Gallup. That seems way too low. Way too low. Yeah, that's who I'm gonna take. If love all these autos too. That's awesome. This is gonna move fast. All right, I'm taking Kadarius Toney. That's an easy one. A-Chain falls. I'll take A-Chain. Yeah, let's take some A-Chain. I think he's going to be the starter eventually. Probably have to stash him there for a little while, but I think it's going to happen. Take some Jonathan Mingo next, I'm thinking. Some Jonathan Mingo and then some Romeo to round this thing out. Let's see. The kickers. Nobody's taking a kicker yet. People are taking defenses. That's interesting. Are they catching on to our Commanders thing? I think they are, because they have no business being ahead of the Eagles defense. Just based on like how strong the team is. I think they're catching on. Oh, someone sniped Romeo from us. Oh, those bastards. Alright, we'll take Mingo. I'm surprised. Someone sniped Romeo. That's a first. A Romeo snipe. Okay, they're on to us. So I'm going to take the Commanders' defense. Because they're on to us. They're on to our strategy that we've been doing. Backup tight end. Interesting quarterback. Not really. I mean, it's just going to be Hurts and Pickett. I might take Gainwell. I like Kyron Williams, but he's more of a speculative play. Oh, Gainwell's off the board. Dang. Sniped again. It's crazy. Kyron Williams is 169 on ESPN, but he's like 900 on Sleeper. Can you pick it? Yeah, let's just take Kyron Williams. I think he's going to get play this year. Sticker the kicker down here? Or did he already get picked? Greg Joseph. Greg's Erline for the Jets. I mean, they're going to be in close a lot. Yeah, I'm going to take Greg the leg. He won that Jets job. Yeah, man. That could be a sneaky good pick. This team isn't bad. Especially for a 12-teamer. This isn't bad. Not loaded. We've got some injury concerns for sure. A.J. Brown, injury issues. Amari Cooper's had injury issues. Miles Sanders, J.K. Dobbins, Juju Smith, Michael Thomas, Kadarius Toney. A-Chain's hurt right now. That's the big knock. But I do like the talent we've got. And I love the Hurts-Brown stack. That's really good too. This is like a 7.5, 8. Somewhere in there. You know, it's not the worst team ever. But the injury issues are very real. Very, very real. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow at WeAreDrafting on Instagram. Look out for the game recap on Thursday, and I will see you later.